everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Do Sue. Hope you're all okay and had a good week so far. Today's Sunday. I've been really busy this weekend, trying to catch up because I wasn't too well last week and I really didn't get as much done as I intended. I have got to have a little procedure tomorrow to sort of find out what's going on, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. Anyway, I'm trying to sort of fit in a lot, but yesterday I just got up and I had this mad inspiration. You know, I've been telling you for ages now that I wanted to clear up my craft room and get it all sorted out into sort of categories, really. I just felt I was working in such a muddle all the time. Anyway, I just had a mad moment. Got up yesterday morning and worked solidly for a few hours, sorting things out into different categories. And I had quite a few craft things for my birthday from my family. My birthday was on the 11th last Thursday. And I was very fortunate to get some lovely craft items, and I thought, you know, I've got to put those away. I've got to find a home for them, but it's all such a muddle, so I just went mad and did it, and I feel so much better. I really do. It's not 100% at the moment, but it's much better than it's about 90% back to how it should be. So I feel really lovely. I just wanted to show you something that I don't know if you saw the video last week, just one moment, where I mentioned my birthday. I think I made a video on that day in the evening, and I mentioned some of the lovely things, and that I had a fantastic surprise from my daughter Charlotte and her other half Andy and family. I had a brand new Brother sewing machine which far outmeasures the one that I was trying to use, so I'm looking forward to I've got some time off in the new year, so I'm looking forward to really getting to grips with it over Christmas and New Year. And then Rachel, my youngest daughter, she made me this beautiful hamper up full of crafty bits and some other bits. One of the things that she put in it was this, a little sign here that says Scrappy Do Sue's Journaling and Scrapbooking Corner. Now, isn't that amazing? Well, I think it is. It's just absolutely adorable. She said to me, Mum, you should make that like an end title, or the beginning of every video you do, have it at the beginning. Oh, excuse me for yawning. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea if I knew how to actually do it. I'm a bit of a technophobe when it comes to the video side of things. So you may see this in the future in the titles or at the end, who knows, but I've got it hanging up in my craft room now, and it is my journaling and scrapbooking corner. Definitely is. So I'm hanging that up where I can see it, and I'm beginning to collect quite a few things that I'm hanging up now. So yeah, so it's really lovely, isn't it, to look at things that your family have bought you that really means such a lot to you. Anyway, it's Sunday early evening, and I thought I'd come on and do my week 47 of Margarete Miller's 52-week collage challenge in this old notebook I had that I never used. So we're using one A5 page for each week, and we're on week 47, so we're getting closer to the end of the year, and its hashtag is hashtag CW Planner 47. So let's have a look at the 5 prompts and the bonus this week. So we've got something mechanical, a schematic, something smooth, excuse me, I can't stop yawning, a piece of newspaper, handwriting, and the bonus is polka dots. Now, I wasn't sure about something smooth, but this is what I found. So let's have a look. So something mechanical. I found this lovely wind-up gramophone, which obviously, because it's wind-up, is mechanical. So I've cut that out of one of my collage books. Schematic, I had a look in the dictionary and I found the plans of a house. So schematic is plans, really, plans, a design, something in the design stage. So I'm going to put that on. Then we've got, I've covered that up now. Then we've got a piece of newspaper. Well, Charlotte sent me this a long time ago. I don't even know what the date of the paper was. So it's not a vintage piece of newspaper, but she knows I'm extremely interested in archaeology. I always have been, and if my situation had been different, that's the career I would have chosen. But I'm a bit of an armchair archaeologist. I've got books galore on my bookshelf, all to do with things like this. And this is a piece out of her local paper, where a man unearthed a 3,000-year-old axe head in land south of the county of Oxfordshire. So, and on the back is a bit about a hero. It's not Tom, it's not Major Tom or Captain Tom. It's a guy called Vernon Jones. So I could choose either side. So I thought that would be nice. Quite like that writing on that side. Okay, so that's that. Then handwriting, well, I've got a scrap of some digital. I think this might have been a digital freebie when I was... I don't know whether I was doing the Harry Potter journal for Rachel or whether it's something out of one of the kits I bought for that, or whether it was something I bought for my book that the very first one I did for myself, a journal all about Wicca and things to do with the seasons for that and the Wheel of the Year. So it's something, anyway, it's actually, I think it's a recipe, and it's written in this beautiful blue script on the background of collaged images. So I'm going to use that, and that will brighten the page up a bit. And then the bonus, the polka dots. So something smooth. So initially for polka dots, I have these scraps of this sheet of vellum. I bought a pack of vellum, printed vellum. It was one of the first packs of vellum I ever bought years ago. And it's polka dot, as it happens, cream and brown. So I've got that, and it's very smooth. So I think maybe that could be the joint two things, smooth and polka dot. But I've also got this scrapbook sheet out of a 6x6 scrapbook, single-sided, and it's polka dot and it's cream and gold. So I thought that would be nice. Might pick out the gold in this, you see. So we've got a choice. So we will put some of this down because it's the smooth. That's the only thing. I mean, when I read it and it said something smooth, I immediately think of smooth as silk. Well, I don't actually have any silk, not really. Smooth as silk, or I just want to pick up one of those lovely smooth pebbles off a beach, but it's not the sort of thing you can actually put in here, and I don't have a picture of it. And as I said before, I don't really want to be Googling all the time things, because I want to use what I've got in my stash, really. I think that's part of the challenge. I think it's easy to Google. I also had this pot from Rachel in my little hamper because I'm a Scorpio, and she bought this little pot for me, and she said, "Mum, I thought maybe you could use that on your desk and put some little bits in." So I don't think I'll have any difficulty putting bits in that. So that's lovely there, isn't it? Right, okay then. Let's get started then, shall we? So, okay, right. I love this paper. Let's put the vellum to one side. And we've got the newspaper and we've got the schematic. So let's take our ruler, and I think we will rip out this schematic with the word plan above it, because that's more or less what it is. And I will get my glue book out, which is just here. I think this time we will take off this edging. We want some distress ink. So this is my new vintage photo that I had for my birthday. My vintage photo distress ink, and you know, I know now how really dry my other one had become, my mini one, because this is so dark that I have to be very careful now and not be too heavy-handed with it. I was so used to pressing the sponge right in and moving it about, trying to, you know, winkle out some ink. Okay, so leave that there. And we want a bit of newspaper. So I think we'll just have this, I think this is quite appropriate, this D-Day hero, because this, as I say, is 2 or 3 years old. And we are in Remembrance Week this week. So I was born on the 11th of November. So 11th of the 11th, and I was born at 11 AM. So all the 11s for me, and that's always Poppy Day here in the UK. So it's always quite a special day, really. And today is Remembrance Sunday, so following Poppy Day, the Sunday afterwards is Remembrance Sunday, when they have all the veteran parades. So this is quite appropriate, I think, for this, because I'm doing it on Remembrance Sunday, and it's all about a D-Day hero. So we've got that, we've got the schematic, we want some handwriting. So what did I do with my, oh yes, this is my other old ruler. It's one of the, I think it's one of the girls' school rulers, actually. I'm a bit of a magpie. They never throw anything away. Well, if I find anything that I used to throw away, I used to get it and keep it. I'm terrible hoarder, you know. So I have a couple of bits of that. And let's ink round those. Oh, it's a joy to ink. I've forgotten how dark vintage photo can be, you know. It's amazing. I know I said to you it had lasted a long time. Well, actually, I should have changed it. I mean, a long time ago, really. Goodness me. I just did a video previous to this. I did the flip through of my altered book, finally. And oh my goodness, it's turned into a huge tome. I showed it to my husband and said, do you think anyone would ever want this? And he was gobsmacked, I think. Patiently watching me flick through it to show him what I'd done, you know. I don't know what your other halves are like, or your family, when it comes to showing what you're making. You know, they kind of indulgently say, yes, dear. Oh, that looks good. You made that? Wow. That's what you've been doing all this time. So anyway, I think I'm going to have to cut this, I think, because this does not, I don't think this tears very well. I was thinking, oh, it does tear. Thinking that I might like to have a piece that's got some shape to it rather than completely square. So let's see. We'll tear off this down here like so. We'll tear off the straight edge of this one just to have a bit of variety in these pieces. I hope you can see me all right. It's very dark and dismal here. Still didn't get any gardening done, but you can't do everything, and I managed to do this craft room, so it's made me feel a bit giddy, as you can probably tell. Yes, it's just nice to work in a clear space. It's not that big. Just have a sip of my drink. I just got some water. Oh, right, okay, we'll link round these. I'm going inking mad now. I shall wear this one out in no time. Yes, I did the flip through of the Orchard book, so that's now put that whole project to bed. And I've got a new project in the pipeline. I won't say anything about it yet. I want to make sure I'm, you know, au fait with what I'm doing first. So again, it will be something a bit different for me. So watch this space. It's a bit thick, this paper. Thick but not thick, if you know what I mean. That's going to be, oh dear. Let me just move that to one side and give myself a bit more room, and we will, that's better. Easy to tear straight on these because you just follow the line of dots. I'm not keeping those bits, I've decided. Yeah, so I think we'll put that one in the bin. So we've got, we'll have another piece, I think, just a slither like so. Might keep a bit, not that bit. Right, selection process. What's staying and what is going. I was quite ruthless. I've got 3 plastic wallets full of scraps. So I've got big scraps, medium-sized scraps and smaller scraps. And I already have an old Christmas box that I have the really tiny scraps in. So I need to go through all those wallets, get out all those little scraps, move them into that box, and then I need to sort through all those scraps. I'm thinking, shall I try and put them in colour order? That would be quite nice. So we've got everything ready. It's just a question now of how we're going to put this down on the page. So I do like to sort of go not quite to the edge, but nearly but not quite. Could have a schematic there. Move that over a bit, maybe. Sort of have that like that. Maybe have this gramophone up here, and then we've got our handwriting, so we could have some of that under here, I think, like so. This is the hardest part for me, is what to put where, really. And then we may have a piece down here like so. Okay. And then we've just got our smoother vellum, so you can see that through there, I think. So maybe we'll have a piece to overlap there, and a piece perhaps in the middle here, something like that. Let's have a look at that, if it all stays put just for a minute. very fiddly. So just have a, oh, now that was predictable, wasn't it? I think that was going to be all right anyway. So let me just move it back up. It's like sliding. That's the smoother element, really. Okay, so I said that there, and then these kind of may not need this. Let's take that off for a minute and have that there. And we perhaps just have, I'll always tear it the wrong way. Well, I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way for this paper, because I don't like the fibres. When you tear it, you get that edge. Okay. Right, let's think around these. Okay. And I was wondering whether I need such a wide piece, but I think I will have it. Okay, like that. Just move my chair forward a bit. I feel like I'm oh, don't breathe, Susan, because you're going to blow it all over the place. Goodness me. I feel like I'm sitting miles away. That's what I was trying to say. It's my usual habit. I think I do it in the office as well, at work, without realising. Okay, I think we'll go with that. It's a bit of a patchwork, really. Let's have a look at something else. Maybe put that there. Have that there. I'll slot this down the middle. Like so. Overlap with this. And then maybe that there. Oh, it's very slippery. Actually, I prefer that. Right, let's get this down. Let's use the Cosmic Shimmer if it wants to work tonight. Yep, that's working. Right, okay. Right, so I'm going to sort of do it in kind of a jigsaw fashion. Otherwise, once I take them off, they never go back in the way that I wanted them to, because I kind of forget. So let's have that up that way, and we have that somewhere like there. So then we want this on top, but underneath the blue handwriting. Like so. And we want that next. And that's going to go over there like so. So then we want the schematic down, I think. But before we do that, we'll put this piece down. Oh, this is very thin. Try not to put too much glue on because I don't want it showing through. And that is going to go I think we'll have that underneath that piece there, like so. Okay, this one's going to go over the top of that and underneath the other piece. It's like weaving, isn't it? Under and over and over and under. So we want it kind of over a bit and down a bit. So like that. Okay, so we'll take these off and we're going to put this one down. So I did a video over the weekend, I think it was, showing you a new December glue book that Margarete Miller has brought out, which I've actually purchased the glue book this time round. For this particular one that we're doing now, I just bought the prompts. You can buy either the prompts, you can buy on her Etsy shop, you can buy the digital download of the glue book. It's only very small, thin, because it's only December and the 1st of January. Whoops. And you can buy the actual glue book. So we're going to have that like that, and then we're having that up there like that. So we want this down next. Yeah, so that is something that's going to kind of run parallel with this for the whole of December. So there'll be 4 weeks ish left on this, if I'm not too far ahead. And there will be that, then the 4 weeks of Christmas, so it's Christmas themed. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So I haven't actually made anything Christmas themed so far since I started my YouTube channel. So that would be a nice introduction to finding Christmas items. I think. Give that a rub over. And then last but not least, our smooth vellum, which is also polka dot. Now, have that like this, I think, overlapping all of those. Okay, that doesn't want to stick down. Vellum can be a little bit temperamental when it comes to sticking as well, I've found. I think that's why a lot of people sew it. I'm going to have a few sessions with the new sewing machine over Christmas and the New Year. So I've got the first week off in January, so that will be nice, just to get over Christmas and use up some annual leave, and I think it'd be great. Okay, so I'm going to write on here, let's find my pen seems to have disappeared. I hope it hasn't. I hope it hasn't gone walkies by Mr. Nobody. Well, here's one. Anyway, this one is a nice one. So we're going to say, I'm going to write on this newspaper, hashtag CW planner number 47, isn't it? Okay, that's that. And have we got any numbers? Let me just have a quick look and see if I've got anything with 47 on. Won't be a second. Now, I've got one of my 12 by 12 Paper Mania folders, and these are all the scraps of scrapbooking paper that I've been using. So there you are, I've organised those into that. Now we've got, this is one of the pages out of the heritage stack. So I found a 4. Oh, and there's a 7. Okay, let's cut those out. I have a habit of putting all my things back before I've finished with them. And where's the 7? Here it is. Now we'll neaten these up. So this is very handy, this page out of heritage stack, and you get 3 identical sheets. So that's very handy indeed. And that can go back in there in a second. Determined to put everything back as I get it out, instead of leaving it all piling up. Let's trim around that. Seven, and we've got a 4 here. So I think we might just trim round this completely so that we've, yeah, I've found that heritage stack. It's single-sided, 12 by 12 scrapbook pad. It's been invaluable, to be quite honest, even though it's single-sided, and it's not thick, as you can see, so it's ideal for collages and all sorts, you know, covering cardboard to make journal cards and tags, even some lovely designs. So there we have 47. Right, okay, so where should we put them? That's the question. Well, I suppose we need them together, really. So we could have them kind of a bit staggered, maybe like that. Yeah, I think that's the best place for them, because I don't want to cover any of that up. So okay, as I say, I'm learning not to procrastinate. I don't take ages to make decisions. I'm trying really hard to just go with the flow. Oh, I seem to have swapped over my glues now. I've only got a bit of this art glitter left, so I'm trying to save it. Don't know why. The other one, the Cosmic Shimmer, they've improved the nozzle on that. It's not as big and chunky as it was, so it's quite easy to use. Not as thin nibbed with that metal nib on as the art glitter, but not too bad. I don't decant my glues. I have to say, I don't understand the reasoning behind it, unless you buy a massive big bottle but I haven't seen a massive big bottle of art glitter glue. I have seen a bigger bottle than this 2-ounce one, and this is expensive enough. And the 2-ounce, the bigger one is, oh, double, obviously, at least double if not more. And I don't know if my idea is, and perhaps someone could tell me what you're decanting, you know, and what size bottle is it that you're decanting from into. I know people are using those icing bottles with the nibs, but I always think if you're tipping out of one into another, if you've got a massive bottle, fair enough, because I have got this massive bottle here of washable PVA. Now that I would, and I have got a couple of icing bottles with the metal caps on, and I would decant that into it, but I honestly don't hardly ever use it, so I've left it like it is at the moment. So I'm not really sure what the reasoning is behind it, because if you've only got, say you've got a medium-sized bottle that size, eventually you're going to end up with leaving quite a bit behind. It's the same with hand or soap. People have the fancy hand soap bottles in their, you know, porcelain bottles in their bathrooms, and they're lovely and they match all their other things, and then when you buy a hand soap in a plastic bottle, like my husband, he decants it into that, but a certain amount is then left in that bottle that you can't ever get out. So I don't know, I don't like waste. I guess that's the trouble. It's not that I'm mean, but and week 46 was lovely. I really liked that one myself. And now we have week 47. So let's recap. So it's Margarete Miller's 52-week collage challenge, and it's hashtag CW Planner 47 because we're on week 47. And the 5 prompts and the bonus prompt are something mechanical. So we've got a wind-up gramophone. I think that's rather smart. A schematic, we've got plan of a house in its planning stage. Something smooth, I've got some vellum here because that's very smooth and it's all I could think of that I actually had. Piece of newspaper, I've got an article from a few years ago of a guy, a D-Day hero in Oxfordshire. I think he was in Oxfordshire or down near where Charlotte lives in Hampshire, perhaps. Doesn't actually say. And then we've got some handwriting. So we've got this lovely blue script handwriting here and here. And we've got the bonus of polka dots. We've got some gold and cream polka dot paper, but the vellum is also polka dot. So we've got a combination of polka dots there. And we've put 47 on out of the heritage stack page, and we I've written hashtag CW Planner number 47. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Hope I didn't waffle on too much, and I will see you all again soon. Take care everyone. Bye bye.